Salua.
I'm Vanessa Lua with whatthehelldidshe.com. So don't laugh. It's serious.
Very serious.
It's very serious.
Very serious.
I have this problem that people don't understand my accent, but it
I do.
sometimes makes me sad.
Yeah, I do.
Well, first I want to tell you that I super admire you for doing a documentary.
Thank you.
What was the motivation? Did you know about this artist before? I mean, did you find him or he find you, or how was it?
He found me about 10 years ago. So we were, at the time that we made the film, we'd been friends for about 7 or 8 years, I think, at that point. So this big film that's 80 minutes is our 4th project together. We did 2 music videos that I produced that other people directed, and live show projections. So I curated visuals for tours during 2007 and 2008, and I re-edited them and showed them live all over the country.
So you are director, producer, editor?
Not quite an editor, but I'm a producer.
Are you a writer too?
I am.
And you are pretty. Oh my God, look at that. See, when people say that she has the whole package, it is true. So I read about the film because I haven't had an opportunity to see it, but it says that he gets sick when he goes on tour. Like, do you mean sick like physically sick, or sick like in his head, or both?
Physical. He comments in the film that, you know, he has a fever for almost 165 shows.
Wow.
And it was rare that it would go down, but it would go down when he would take a break. You know, he's overworked. So hence the name Fever Year. But also in it, he starts to wonder about whether or not it's an evolutionary thing. I used to joke with him that he was like a frog in hot water. You know how like the water rises? So he said, I don't think I'm a frog, I think I'm like a bear or a turtle, which he says in the film. Maybe it's an evolutionary thing, and so his temperature is going up to meet the needs of his environment, so the rigors of his job or the rigors of the success of his work. Yeah.
Wow.
But for me, the film's not really about being sick, it's about the creative process.
No, of course, and
Sure.
I mean, his music is just so beautiful.
Yeah.
How many hours did you shoot? How many hours was your footage?
Yeah, the first thing that we shot were these 2 concerts, and that's what's reconstituted to make this film. So that's 2 shows times about 2 hours times 5 cameras, and then we shot for another 6 to 8 months after that. Yeah,
Oh wow!
Recording studio, family farm, my apartment for an interview. We did an audio interview. Observational stuff at the place where they make these beautiful spinning horns in Chicago that throw all this sound that he works with. So, yeah.
And what was for him to watch the documentary and be like, oh wow, this is about me? What was his thought? What he came and tell you? Hey.
Yeah, you know, he was part of the process for so long. So he was part of the first rough cut, and he chose all the audio of the music with me. I was the visual person, he was the audio, so we made sure that everything was good. And then over the course of time, you know, he'd have an opinion about the structure of things. But I think in the end, it's really hard for him to watch. I think maybe he's the worst audience for it, because imagine the worst year you've had of your life, professionally and personally and physically, and there's a movie about it. I think it's very hard for him. It would be for me.
No, I'm sure.
I'm glad there's no record of, there's no movie about me in the past year finishing the movie. Never sleeping, never bathing, so.
But totally worth it for being walking a red carpet and causing all this emotion into people, right?
Yeah, 14 festivals this month. It's been
Wow.
really great. Yeah, it's a real treat.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, my last thing is, can I hear your Spanish?
My Spanish is it's a mess. You know why? Because I grew up speaking a little bit of Spanish. My father's Mexican.
Oh my God, where is he from?
He's from Chihuahua.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
You pronounce Chihuahua very good, by the way.
Thank you. So it's weird. I have a lot of jokes that are half Spanish, half English, but I lived in China for a long time. So now my brain needs to switch back. So if I try and make a sentence in Spanish, there's going to be a Chinese word in there. And a little bit of French.
There you go. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's great to meet you.
And I wish you a lot of success.
Thank you.
More than 14 festivals.
Yeah, that's right. Hope to see you again soon with the next one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. I'm gonna be like, did your Spanish improve from yesterday to today?
Not so much, I think. I should have worked on something for you.
Yes, you should. I was expecting you to impress me tonight, to be like, oh yeah, and suddenly started speaking like in a soap opera.
Just flip that switch. No, I was thinking about how like one of my favorite expressions in our family comes from my abuelita, and most people don't know what it means. But I noticed that even like if I'm about to crash my bike or there was a close call, I always say Santa Cachucha. It's like something that my family always says. We miss her terribly, so she was a big part of that.
That's great. I love that line. Are you having fun in the parties?
Yeah.
Have you been promoting your film with everybody?
Yeah, it's been really fun, and I've had a lot of people who follow our film on Twitter and Facebook have been coming out to see it, and a bunch more of them are coming tonight. So we're gonna
that's great.
hang out a little bit.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, I hope you keep having fun and a lot of success for your film.
You too. Thanks a lot.
Bye. And next year, because I'm sure you're gonna bring a new movie.
In about 2 years.
Okay, 2 years.
I'm working on it now, so
you know,
I'll bring it next time.
So 2 years, I'm gonna be like, oh my God, she's Mexican. Totally.
Yeah. And also, we're shooting that one in Mexico, so
oh
portions
wow.
of it in Mexico. So
What is the story about?
the story is about the history of Mormon cinema and my family and the Mormon colonies in Mexico.
Oh
so
wow.
It's called Mormon Movie, and it's inspired by 2 films my mother started when she was at Brigham Young University in the 1960s. But my father grew up in a Mormon colony in Mexico, Mexican but Mormon. So, and I left the religion. So it's about our lives and the history of the motion picture studio at Brigham Young University.
Oh wow, congratulations. I'm
you.
going to check it out and help you to promote it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you for
And by the way,
coming
my
back.
Spanish would be great.
Of course. Bye. Adios.
Adios.